this could be in behind the green. Not that he intended to play it there. No, that was a poor break off from Ronnie.
I'll be interested to see what Stephen Maguire's response is to that, because, well, quite frankly, he hit the pink too hard in that last frame. He had a great chance to make a clearance. Yes, he come a little bit awkward, but if he drops the pink in, at least he would have had first shot at the black. But he played it so hard, it rattled the jaws now. Has it affected him? Ooh, if that's landed on the black.
One.
Obviously not. Would have been there. Good pot though.
Yeah, he was looking to see if he could bend it slightly around the red, but I don't know if this is the right shot to play either. I mean, it's got to get a lot of side to create the potting angle. Listen, just get down and play one of the balk colours and leave the white tight on the cushion. Don't try and force the issue here. It's big frame mid-session interval coming up after this one.
Stephen Maguire, 1.
Has he spotted a plant, Dennis? It's the free baller. Oof, look at that. Perfect.
Got to hit the first red correct to get the second red to hit the third red. It's there.
Well, I don't think he considered it a certainty, because he would have played it slightly different, wouldn't he? If it was an absolute certainty, he'd have played a bit more position in the shot, but he's still on the brown in the middle. They'll, you know, these players get down and knock them in. I think if he thought it was an absolute certainty, he'd have played it a bit slower or a bit firmer to come in and out of balk. Anyway, it went in.
Sullivan, 1.
Oh, where's the brown coming to? Well, look where the brown has landed. No. It wasn't the easiest of browns he took on, but for it to finish there and block the path for that red, it's certainly Ronnie that's getting the run of the ball at the moment.
Well, Stephen had it in the last game, didn't he, with that snooker, but he didn't make the most of it.
Yeah, over the longer matches, the lady luck tends to even itself out, but you got to take advantage when you do get it. Bit too thick with the safety, and there's only the green to play behind. It's not bad though.
Yeah, I'll give you, he's had a bit of luck there as well, because he didn't play it like that, and the reds come on the side cushion. That could easily have been in a possible position, that one on the left. A couple of shots in this frame, he's been quite fortunate. Don't care who you are, Dennis, it all helps.
Other table at the mid-session interval, so there'll be quite a bit of movement and noise. It's all about trying to get the white close to the cushion, because there's no yellow and brown to get behind. This is close to the corner pocket.
Quietly, please.
It's
Thank
very
you.
close.
Foul. Stephen Maguire 4.
Now, how aggressive will Stephen be? This red into the left corner is tough. He's had a look to see what he might leave, so that tells me that he's going to take it on. Yeah, he doesn't refuse much. He'll be on the black, but we've seen him take one on earlier and got a double kiss and left Ronnie in.
Yeah, good luck with this one. Ah, that's brilliant. That really is brilliant. What a great shot. Couldn't hit that any better. I mean, he's got a shot into the pack. That'll do you. You could do with. He's played a little screw cannon to that red. He just needs an angle now on the colour just to come back down and maybe move a few balls around in that pack. Well, there's two reds to the left. They'll go at the moment, so that's okay.
No.
Pots the brown. Two reds to the left of the pink are available. So doesn't need to think too much about shifting any reds just yet.
$13. $14.
He just hasn't quite scored as heavily as he did yesterday in the opening session so far this morning, Stephen. That's probably why he's caused himself his own bit of trouble. He's had a couple of really good chances in amongst the balls, and well, he did get 49 in one frame, but made a ricket in the other one when he was in amongst the balls. So he's got to score again, because one thing you have to do at this level is score, and particularly
21.
against O'Sullivan, because you don't keep getting bucket loads of chances.
$22.
Now, can play on the loose red that's by the pink, but the angle he's come on, I would suggest a stun up into the right hand red of that cluster. Now, it looks like he's screwing. It's a bit dangerous screwing. As you want to stun these, that's better. He did stun it, and hopefully he's got one in the middle. And if you play that shot with screw back, you'll end up bringing the cue ball back towards the top two pockets.
29.
So he stuns up in there and couldn't hit that much better. That's the way to play it.
$30. Yeah.
Another horrendous contact. It's so, I mean, it's so frustrating because the white goes on through. He's perfect on the yellow. He gets a big heavy contact, and now he's got a much more difficult pot. If it goes past the blue, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it sort of messes with your brain a little bit, doesn't it? Because you've got your own plan about how you're going about the break. And in the last frame, Stephen had the same thing happen, and he missed a red he ordinarily wouldn't miss. Well played. Good feeling. I don't know whether he's using the new chalk, Dennis, to be honest, because the chalk that a lot of the boys are using now, well, he's not. He's using
32.
another manufacturer's older style chalk that the boys use, but the ones are raving on the fact they don't get that many kicks. So Stephen obviously isn't a fan of it, but he has been having a fair few kicks. I've seen 3 in the match for him so far.
Yeah, I'm saving up for a bar of that chalk, John. £25 for a bar of chalk.
I think if I was out there playing, Dennis, and I was on £18,000 for just qualifying, I think I might invest. But he's going about these pretty good so far.
This is typical of Stephen Maguire. Lost 3 frames in a row, but the opening red was an
46.
absolute gem of a pot that he took on.
Oh, he deserves everything he gets after that pot. That really was
47.
special. But I'd say, you know, I mentioned yesterday, here it is. He's refused virtually nothing in this match. He's been aggressive. He's taken his shots on. Maybe that's the way he thinks he's got to play against Ronnie. And he's decided that's the plan, and I'm not going to change from it.
54.
I think he's only beaten Ronnie 4 times in the 22 times that they've played. So
55.
you can't keep doing the same thing if you're losing. Maybe a change in the attitude or a change in the way you go about the game is the thing you needed to do. Now this has been more like it in the scoring department. He's taken these very well.
62. 63. 69. 70.
Yeah, this is brilliant stuff from Stephen Maguire. Showing how good a temperament he has. He gets frustrated at times and bangs the cue every now and again, but nothing wrong with that. But he has
77.
a good temperament, as he's proving here.
78.
30 centuries he's made this season. 32 last season. He's made 384 centuries, and he's also made the maximum on 3 occasions.
84. 84 on the frame. Stephen Maguire.
Well, no century break, but that was such an important frame for Stephen Maguire to take, having lost 3 in a row. He is in front, and he goes to the mid-session interval at 7 frames to 6. What a match.